do some test runs to collect data from multiple sensors for a research project called CLUG, which we do in cooperation with SBB, SNCF, DB and some other partners.
CLUG means Certified Localization Unit with GNSS. In the frame of CLUG, all the railway companies try to have the same sensors on their train. We will say that the grade of the sensors are changing from a train to another, so we can share all the datasets we are gathering and collecting on the train. After that, we can use this data on the sensor fusion algorithm we developed in the CLUG project.
Actually, we tried to get more precise information on where the trains are, using satellite positioning combined with other sensors, because GNSS or satellite positioning does not work in certain areas.
Today, SNCF is trying to collect data on the Domino train from Geneva to Annemasse. This line is quite interesting because we have some tunnels, some gradient variations. It's really important to see how the GNSS receiver behaves, so that's why we are trying to investigate some areas with half open part of the tunnels and going out and going in.
Typical elements we see which disturb sensors are buildings, big metallic structures, power lines, tunnels of course, and they impact different sensors in different ways. So we have a number of sensors to give us speed. We have tachos on the wheels, we have radars and some optical sensors, and then we have satellite receivers which give us position, and we are also using accelerometers and gyros to get the movement of the vehicle. The test system is controlled by a standard 19-inch computer which is installed in here, to which I have access via remote access. Then we have down here a data recorder from National Instruments, where all the sensor data is fed into and recorded in a time synchronized way down to a few microseconds. On top here we have a number of GNSS receivers from low range to mid range, and underneath, which you can't see, we have a sturdy aluminum plate onto which all the inertial sensors are mounted.
Regarding the circulation authorization, so it has been a bit complicated as this Domino train has never been allowed on the French railroads. So we had to complete an entire study with AEF, which is our test agency, and to submit it to the right authorities. We had to evaluate the safety systems which are on the train and to ensure that we are sharing the same standards. We almost had 20 documents to review. Most of them were in German at first, so they had to translate it in both English and French. The main difficulty in this study was probably to find all the different equivalencies between the French and the Swiss standards. So I think we can highlight how beneficial it can be to have a unified signaling system like ERTMS.
Collaboration with our French colleague has been great fun, sometimes a bit challenging, but in the end with good results.